Hey, bless up, bless up. I want to have a grown person conversation with you right now. Let's talk about some things that, as I grew up, no one told me, no one shared with me some of these things that I would encounter. And I don't want you to be left alone not knowing some of these things as well. Number one, just because you are limited to the people that's around you does not mean that they have to be your friend. Just because you are isolated to a certain area. Example, I'll give you an example. You go to school, you go to church, you're in a room, you're in an office. Just because those are the only people that's in your area does not mean that you have to bond with them. Do you have to be agreeable? Yeah. But it does not mean that you're wrong by not bonding with them, by not agreeing with them all the time. It does not mean that you have a kinship. Just because you're in proximity of somebody does not mean that they're the ones that's supposed to be in your life. Okay, understand this. I was never taught that you were born into this world. You didn't choose who would be your kinship. You didn't choose who would be your parent. You didn't choose who would be your sibling. And just because they are your sibling, your cousins, your uncles, your friends, or should I say friends, or acquaintances, does not mean that they're in your best interest. Does not mean that they have your best interest. Does not mean that they may not be your enemy. Does not mean that they're going to do good to you. I'm just sharing with you some truths that I learned in my life. Things that never were told to me, but they're factual. I'm just saying. You know, just because your friend likes somebody that you don't know does not mean that you need to like that person. Does not mean that you need to get along with that person. Just because your friend and y'all got a lot of similarity, a lot of agreements, does not mean that that person that they like is the person for you. You know, the word no is a sentence within itself. The word no is a statement. The word no will test your relationship. The word no will test the test of time. The word no means this is what I want, this is what I feel. And simple word no can break a long-lasting bond. And you got to be comfortable, you got to be cool with it. And you got to stand on it because that's what you feel. And if someone does not respect the word no, means they don't respect you. Just know that. inner self. Trust your inner self over people. Trust what rumbles in your gut, in your mind, over being agreeable. There are some things that the Spirit will communicate to you through your mind, through your soul, through your gut, through your environment. You will see, but others won't see. And it may not mean that it's right or it's wrong for the moment, but it means that it's for your safety. It's for the betterment of you. And understand that you don't have to please people in order to survive. You can survive without pleasing people. And does not mean that you don't care, does not mean that you don't have feelings, don't have compassion, don't want to please people, but be careful with pleasing people. Because the moment that you feel uncomfortable, the moment you feel unsafe, the moment you feel questionable, is the moment that the Spirit talks to you to move to action. And it could be completely safe action. For example, you're walking down the sidewalk, you're walking down the street. It could be completely permissible or safe. But you feel something inside to tell you, don't go out. I'm not leaving. Listen to it. Stand on it. You may disappoint some people. You may make some people feel uncomfortable. They may think you're weird. They may think you square or corny. But listen to that inner self and what it's telling you. Hey, if you're unsure about something, you don't know, it's questionable. Yeah, they gave you the instructions. They broke all the things down. Everybody saying, yeah, we good, y'all good, we good, but you ain't good. Say you ain't good. And just the fact that you say you ain't good, you might be a little embarrassed in the beginning, but once you get comfortable with people taking their time and explaining it to you, and if they don't have the patience to explain to you, notice that's not your environment. That's not where you need to be at. Because people can be told that they got great communication skills, can be told that they are amazing leaders by others, but to you, they may not be that. Does not mean that they're not a great leader for someone else, but they just ain't for you. And be confident in that they not just for you. Don't waste your time. Time is precious, my friend. Oh yeah, when people tell you who they are and show you who they are, believe them. Believe them. When they show you and tell you, my bad, I'm sorry, didn't mean to, I didn't know. But when your gut and your mind tell you that they did you wrong, and you know they did you wrong, believe them. Does not mean that you completely cut them off, but you understand their mode of operation. Understand a thief is a thief. Does not mean a thief can't be loving, compassionate, can't be endearing, but you don't place a thief with something that you want to lose. A person that gossip does not mean they're not a good person, don't mean they this and that, but you don't tell a gossiper your secrets, the things that you don't want to get out. So when people show you and reveal who they are, believe them. Believe them, my friend. Believe them. For real, for real. When someone tells you all the things about themselves and you didn't ask, listen to them. When someone tells you more than what you asked for, listen to them. When someone brings you negativity and things that you didn't ask for, listen to them. Don't mean them true, but listen to them. Because the same thing they say about them is the same thing they're going to say about you. Understand this, my friend. At the end of the day, people are kind of consistent in a way. There are certain types of people, and there are certain types of people that are for you and that are against you. And some of those people only in your life for one season, maybe 2 seasons, 3 seasons. It could be 10 years, it could be 15 years, it could be 20 years. But the moment that you know things ain't right and it's not looking for your better benefit, you spend less time with them, does not mean you cut them off, does not mean you reject them. You appreciate the time that you spent, but you just don't spend as much time with them. And it's okay. It's okay. It does not mean that you feel like you better than them. It does not mean that they are less than you. Does not mean that they are better than you. It's just time well spent in the time that you spent. Because remember, my friend, when it comes to life, time is all we have. And we all have different amount of time. But we may not choose how much time we have, but we can choose how we can increase the amount of time we have by a decision that we make, or we can slow it down based on the decision that we make. And some people don't believe that, but I watched it in life where people lived on the edge. They did it how they wanted to, all the way they wanted to. They always pushed the envelope, and they lived shorter lives. There was guidance, there was instruction. They didn't yield to it. But guess what happened? They lived shorter lives. Did they live to the fullest? They could have lived better than some people who lived 100 years old. In some ways, in some facets, in some categories. But you can only decide how you want to live a quality, sustainable, balanced to the best of your ability life. Because nothing is balanced in life. And that's my final conclusion. Is life ain't balanced. But what you have to do, you have to try to protect your peace. You have to spend the best time that you have where you are in your situation, wherever that situation is. And you have to try to make the right choices. And you have to try to give and pour in to others that need what you have by using your gift, by using your purpose. But then you also have to live for yourself. And during the time you say no, during the time that you may not agree, during the time that you may not get along with certain people, during the time that you may kind of distance yourself around certain people, you will be perceived as selfish, but you will be safeguarding your life. And it's okay. It's okay. So y'all stay well, stay blessed, and don't forget, whatever you do, don't forget to keep on growing. Grow. Y'all take care until the next time.